everybody. I am back and I am your host, Jessica Koch. And this is Profound Professionals. It is the interview series that has been coming to you for almost 10 years. We have a 10-year anniversary next year. And we have been bringing you over 1,000 industry experts from across the globe. They help improve your personal life or grow your business. Today is definitely a grow your business guest. I have Albert Corey, and he wants to know, could you use a little extra money at the end of the month? And I'm thinking you just might. Tell us how you're supporting businesses to get more money in their bank accounts at the end of the month, Albert.
Well, thank you, Ms. Jessica, for having us. Well, after working with over 40,000 business owners in the last 35 years, 40 years, that we're showing you how to make sure what are you doing to put, do you have the accounting right? Do you have the marketing right? Are you knowing the dates? All the little things you can do to start putting the money in your pocket almost instantly.
Yeah, that's important too, because the bottom line really shows whether you're a hobby or a profitable business ready to scale and grow further. Tell us some of the industries and kinds of businesses that you work with.
So we've worked with actors, truck drivers, lizard ranchers, and everything in between.
That's hysterical. Now, if someone wanted to work with you, whether it is on strategy or actual accounting or numbers themselves and evaluating their business, what would be their steps and how would they find you?
Well, you can find us on all social media platforms by going to Better Call Albert. We have a real office in the Miami Miami area, Hialeah, Florida. We've been on the same locations for almost 30 years.
Wow.
So, we're here. We service every kind of business from coast to coast, from Key West to Seattle, from Maine to San Diego, and everything in between.
Wow.
And every kind of business.
Well, that's, you're the one kind of business when it comes to money that maybe niching doesn't really apply. You really have the knowledge to just help them bring that money in and hold on to it. And that's super, super valuable. How about giving us a tip? Give everybody a tip today.
Well, I think the one tip everybody has to know is you have to know your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know your numbers to make sure you're getting the right profits.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know the dates. I think the biggest thing people don't do that I see all the time is you got to know the dates.
Mm-hmm.
The IRS has dates that if you don't follow them, the government's going to hose you and you're going to pay extra money. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say you have profits underneath your nose. Simple ways to grow your profits with less stress and capital. Pay your stuff on time and you're not paying late fees. Mm-hmm. Right, Miss Jessica? If you're not paying late fees, isn't that money in your pocket almost instantly?
It sure is. It is. Know your numbers and know your dates. And sometimes to really know your numbers, you really need a mentor, a coach, an expert like Albert to go through the back office of your world together to make sure that you know what you don't know. Maybe there's something you just didn't realize that will have a huge effect, because you could be checking yourself and maybe you've missed something based on updated changes too. I mean, I'm sure Albert has to constantly stay updated with all the clients for all the states and all the locations as the changes come in, both locally, statewide, and nationally. So Albert, talk to us. One of the favorite parts of our show for me is our nonprofit cause. So give us a cause you care about.
Well, I have two nonprofits. One that we really started to work on yesterday, and one that I work with them every day. So the one that I really started, that my new people is the Oldie Stitches in Southwest Florida, in the Naples area, where they're helping, women, like homeless women and, kids like that. She's helping people stitch, by teaching them how to sew and become seamstresses.
I love
they're changing their lives. And the one that I work with all the time is the Knights of Columbus.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Really good.
Awesome. Okay. So how about a book not written by you that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business?
I think the number one book everybody needs to do is you got to read Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone.
Ooh.
That to me You know, we all read all these foo-foo books. I mean, I do too, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but all that doesn't mean anything. You know, I Miss Jessica, because if you're not obsessed on taking your business to the next level, if you're not obsessed to doing what you got to do to grow your business or do whatever you want, all that foo-foo books ain't gonna help.
Mm. You make a really, really good point. All right. How about books you've written, Albert?
Well, my newest book is Zero to Millionaire,
Zero.
which is basically what we've been teaching our clients for over 40 years. And after working with over 35,000 business owners, these are the exact tips we've been helping people since we've been having the office.
Wow, that's wonderful. I love that. So if you're out there and you're thinking, wait, I can help improve someone's personal life. I can help someone grow their business. I've written a book. I've got an online course. I should be on this show. Well, I'm thinking, hey, maybe you should. We would love to have you. So reach out to me and our team, and we will tell you just how to get booked on our show. Now, before we go, I would love a final thought, Albert. It's been lovely to have you and interview you today, and I hope you're having a bit of fun on our show. But we would love some inspiration or information as we go.
Well, I think one of the things I talk about in National Business Ages is you got to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Connection is the key to success.
Mm-hmm.
The more you connect, the more, you just don't know.
That's right.
You just don't know. And another thing I always tell people, you always got to ask people, what do you do?
Yes.
The minute, because you just don't know. I mean, somebody delivered my golf cart to me at my house, and I asked them, did you overpay the IRS? And guess what? He says, no, but my wife has issues. So not only was my golf cart delivery tax deductible, right? Because it's a form of advertising that, he was delivering it. And I asked him, so now that delivery becomes a deduction. I got a $6,000 client on it.
Wow. I did not know that. That's
an
interesting piece of information. Well,
so not only is it a tax deduction, Miss Jessica, but you just don't know if that next person you said that to, could you use, what do you do? And then could you use, not only becomes a tax deduction, but it's a simple way to get clients.
I love that. And we really do need to go back to the basics of the human, simple way to get clients. That's a really super amazing point. I have loved interviewing you so much, Albert. I've known you through the years. If you haven't reached out to Albert yet for a complimentary consultation or checked out his website or found him on social media, make sure you do. And how can they? I think they can just text you, can't they? And get you to reach back out to them. What do they got to text?
Well, we got some amazing gifts. There's hidden profits under your nose. So you can go to CoreyBiz.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to CoreyBiz.com, and you're going to get, not only do you get our 8 tips, but you get a 52-week email system that's going to give you a tip every Monday or Tuesday.
That's awesome.
How to take your business to the next level.
And then you can also text
26786 TaxMan.
Mm-hmm. So that's 26786. 26.
Yes.
786 TaxMan. So reach out to Corey because he has given us some amazing tips. And his best one, as we were closing for inspiration, is to ask people, just have a conversation with them. Ask them what they do, what they need, if they've heard of, and you just might have your best new referral partner or client on that day when you just ask. So they say ask and you shall receive. I've heard that in a really famous book somewhere. All right. This has been a great show. Albert's been a great guest. This is Profound Professionals. I'm your host, Jessica Koch. And until next time, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.